Papa,
Mm.
this year marks the 27th anniversary with you living with HIV. Many believe that HIV is a death sentence. How have you managed to survive this long?
Okay. I think it's been a long journey. So, 27 years, it started with year one, 1999. And that time I was actually your age, 20, I was 19. So, even not even your age. And I had to understand what the virus is all about. But something alluring I've learned over the years, Corin, for you to live with HIV for such a long time. Actually, let me start. That time there was no treatment. So, because there was no treatment, you had to find other ways to look after yourself. What you eat, making sure that you go to gym and all that. And until I started treatment. And the other thing that helped me to survive is making sure that there is always people who support you. If there are people why don't they support you, then you can survive. But it was a hard one. It was a very, very difficult one.
You mentioned that when you were diagnosed, there was not much treatment. Is living with HIV today the same as it was when you were first diagnosed?
No. Definitely it was not. These days, actually, you see me taking treatment, and then you see me, going to gym and all that. That time there was no treatment. That time there was something maybe just stigma where people were actually discriminating against people that they have HIV. So today there is treatment that is available. Today there is a lot more support, and also I've grown, so I understand the HIV more. I think it's quite different today. Let me just put it that way.
And what are some of the most important lessons you've learned over the years?
I think the most important one is the mindset. If you are strong and then mentally you accept that you have HIV and you don't keep it in, you don't give up. You know that you are not going anywhere. The best thing that you can do for yourself is to be to live a positive life. Then that's the biggest lesson that I've learned. And I didn't think for 27 years I'll still be here, but I'm still here, alive and kicking.
And in those years that you've learned to be better, what has been your biggest disappointment or the most powerful lesson you've had to face?
Disappointing, because of the time when I got HIV, things were different. I kind of didn't do some of the things that I wanted to do with my life. So thinking that HIV is going to kill me, and this is 1999, made me not to invest in myself a lot more than I should have. And so that will be my biggest regret. But the powerful part of it, I've learned that I'm a lot stronger than I thought I was, and I'm a lot more positive in terms of things that I do than I was. So that's how I believe I got myself to this point.
27 years living with HIV, and you are approaching 50 years. So,
Yeah.
what's next for you?
What's next for me? I want peace. I think I have lived a lot of my life trying to adjust to living with a medical condition that's not gonna go away. And now I'm at the point where I'm not even working. I'm doing that, making sure that I live as healthy as possible. I still do the things that I said I want to do. I was telling you that I'm going back to school, things like that. So I have a lot of plans. So by the time I turn 50, I would have done a lot more. So when you do another video on my 50th birthday, it will be very different. Even the story will be different.
Can we do another one when you're 60 and 70? Because you cannot die. We need you.
Yes, we will do another one when I'm 60. We'll do another one when I'm 70. And I'm not going anywhere. I am not going to die.